Hey, all right. It is Sunday. It is Sunday. And welcome back to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Daily Walk Edition. Welcome to episode number 15. Yes, we've made it to episode number 15, and I'm back at Red Morton Park. One of these days, I'll get out to a different park and give you folks a change of scenery. But for right now, this is very simple because I have a lot of things going on, a lot of things in the works, and this is just a very close park to where I live. It's just simple to do this for right now. But I promise you, folks, I'll give you a change of scenery soon, once again, like I used to do before I rebranded my daily walks with Eli to, my new show, Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, Daily Walk Edition, which is now a part of the Coach Eli brand that I brought back a few weeks ago, which I am currently working on, which is keeping me very, very busy right now. And yeah, it's a chilly morning at the park. It's 48 degrees, as you can see above. It's kind of overcast. I'm actually glad it's kind of overcast. It looks like there are some clouds up above, and it seems like the air quality is a lot better now because we've had this fire in Northern California. It's about 150 or so miles north of where I live, and it pushed all the smoke down south. And the air quality's been kind of shitty out here, or really shitty. But today, it seems like the clouds and being overcast has brought a little mist in the air, and it just seems a lot more pleasant. So that's a good thing right there. And yeah, today I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Again, I woke up with some anxiety, even though I don't have anxiety disorder. I've been waking up daily with a little bit of anxiety because I've been going through a lot the last 3 months or so. Probably the last couple of years, I've been going through a lot of things, and you know, many mornings, and I'm sure you folks experience this, and it's totally normal. You wake up with a high level of anxiety and you want to do whatever it takes to subside that, to make yourself feel better, to bring back that smile on your face and to not let anything get in the way. I want you all to know that if you're waking up every morning with a lot on your mind and you're feeling anxiety, whether you have anxiety disorder or not, it is completely normal. And I am here to help you navigate through it. I am here to share, my tips and tricks on what I've done and what I do regularly to, not let it get to me. Because if you let it get to you, it can and will get to you. And you don't want that to get in the way of moving forward and being successful in regards to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in life. So, yeah. And later on today, I haven't decided yet. More than likely, I'm going to be taking a hike in the East Bay area, in the Alamo area. It's not the most famous city. It's near a city called Danville. Pretty nice area out there in the East Bay, and there are a lot of nice hiking trails out there. So I figured I'd, you know, do something different, get some more strenuous exercise in because these walks are great. They do help. They do keep me in shape, and they are helping me um, continue on the road to my six-pack journey. Which, by the way, I am almost at 12% body fat now. It's taken me a while to get from 13% to 12% body fat, but I'm almost there. The closer you get to your six pack goal, the longer it takes, the more work you have to put in. Don't give up if you're trying to accomplish a goal like mine. Because the moment you give up is the moment you're going to fail. Keep on moving forward. It might take you 3 months, it might take you 6 months, it might take you a year. But if you keep pushing forward every day, you're going to eventually get there and you're going to just feel so amazing once you get those results. So, anyway, just wanted to kind of throw that in there. So, let's just get to the topic of today's Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, Daily Walk Edition, episode number 15. And, that topic is when you care the least, results happen. Okay, when you care the least, results happen. And, you know, um, and I forgot the second part there. You see, look what's happening to me today. It's just been one of those days. Sometimes you have one of those days, you wake up, you look at the topic, and especially when you're on the fly like myself out here, uh, at the park, I don't have a teleprompt. I can't switch screens here on my smartphone while I record this. Um, but what was the second part? Oh, yeah. It's when you focus on something, um, it makes you feel better. What was that again? When you when you focus on your mission and your purpose and you create something, it keeps your mind off of things and makes you feel better. I'm struggling to figure out that second part of the topic there. Okay, so let's just go back to the first part. When you care the least, results happen. Oh yeah, and focusing. Oh yeah, that's right. Focusing on accomplishing something. Focusing on accomplishing something makes you feel better. And focus on your mission and your purpose. Okay. I didn't get it exact, but I know exactly what I want to talk about here. Okay. So, when you focus on accomplishing something and making something out of yourself and doing something different, and you focus on your mission and your purpose, it makes you feel better. Makes you feel like you're worthy, makes you feel like you have something different and unique to offer to this world. Especially if you've gone through a lot, like most of us have gone through, whether it involves relationships, dating relationships, marriages, business partnerships. We've all experienced many things in life. We've all given our heart, we've all given our hearts and soul to certain things in legitimate ways. And in many cases, we've had all of that taken away from us. If we're in a relationship, maybe somebody left us. If we're in a marriage, maybe somebody divorced us. If we're in a business partnership that was going well, maybe our partner screwed us over. And this is after we've given it our all in the most honest, genuine, and ethical ways. I am one that has always, you know, given everything my best in the most honest, I can't even talk today, most honest, ethical, and genuine ways. And I have a very trusting nature. Now, I'm not as stupid and naive as I used to be to just trust anybody, but I do have a trusting nature and I do give people a chance, even though I know many people are going to screw you over nowadays and you have to be careful. But if you don't, at least open up your level of trust to others to a certain point and you don't let them in, then you can never move forward and accomplish anything. Everything in life involves a risk. And if you haven't heard of the phrase no risk, no reward, then I don't know where you've been. That's like the most important thing right there. No risk, no reward. You can't get ahead in life. You cannot get ahead in life if you don't take any risks. So if you're one of those people out there that's afraid to take a risk because you've done it before and you've been hurt, you're going to keep sinking further and further down instead of trying to turn your life around and making it better and getting ahead. So don't let the past failures, don't let your past failures, prevent you from taking those necessary risks to move forward in life. Okay, see, I'm kind of sort of getting back on track here today. Plus, it's really freaking cold here today. It's extremely cold. It's like 48 degrees. And That's actually cold here for the San Francisco Bay Area. For those of you back east, you probably, have your shirts off in 48-degree weather. Some of you back east live in 20-degree weather, 10-degree weather, or sub-zero weather, and it snows, and that is super duper cold. Now, I've been in that type of weather in Mount Shasta and in Lake Tahoe up here in Northern California, but in the Bay Area, when the temperature goes below, I'd say, if it gets below 50, we start to freeze out here. We start to become big sissies, even us guys. We're so fucking spoiled out here, it's ridiculous. But at least I'm being honest about it. I'm trying to be modest, but I'm being honest about it. It's the absolute truth. So, when I say when you care the least, results happen. What do I mean by that? Okay. Do I mean that you need to go out there and be completely selfish and be all about yourself and be an asshole if you're a man or be a bitch if you're a woman and just make it all about you and only do things with other people that you feel are going to benefit you and not benefit them? No, I'm not saying that. Now, to a certain degree, every single human being out there is naturally and normally selfish. You have to be, because that makes you who you are. So, to a certain degree, like I said, to a certain extent, okay, every human being is naturally born with a normal level of being selfish because you're trying to figure out who you are. You're trying to figure out what your purpose is on this planet. Okay. You're trying to make something out of yourself. You're trying to differentiate yourself from other people. You're trying to, figure out what makes you unique compared to the other people on the planet. So that is completely and totally normal. Okay. Now, you know, furthermore, when you care the least, results happen. Let's talk about this from a dating standpoint. Okay. If you go out there, if you're a single man or a single woman, and you put yourself out there on the dating scene, whether it's online dating, whether you meet people the traditional way in person, which most people don't really do that anymore. They use a dating app on their phone. Okay. My philosophy is put yourself out there with no expectations at all. Okay. You know what you want, you know what you're looking for, and you should, attempt to meet people that have similar interests. Look at their profiles, see their interests, maybe have one brief phone conversation before you meet up with them in person, and try to get a good idea if, at least at first glance, their personality meshes with yours and they're kind of sort of on the same page at least. And see if they have a fun, friendly, and outgoing, pleasant type of attitude. Listen to their tone of voice. Listen to their level of excitement, of how they're reacting to you wanting to meet up with them to get to know them and see where things go. Okay. And even if you get past that point right there, okay, and you're meeting up with them in person, you should go into it with no expectations. Okay. When you meet up with them, just be cool, calm, and collective, whether you're a male or a female. Just hang out, go do something fun. Okay. In my opinion, a coffee meetup is a shitty way to meet somebody on a first meeting. I used to do those all the time, and in all honesty, they're just boring as fuck. Everybody does coffee meetings. Everyone suggests doing coffee meetings. A lot of women will suggest doing a coffee meeting because they're saying it's the safest thing to do. We're around a lot of people. We're in a loud, noisy environment in a coffee shop, and it's just safe. While that may be true, it may be the safest way to meet. In my honest opinion, it's one of the shittiest things to do because you're in a loud, a crazy, noisy environment with lots of distractions, and you can't really focus on getting to know each other, and you're not really interacting or engaging with each other. And at times you have to raise your voice or pull your ear towards them so you can hear what they're saying, and it just becomes really fucking annoying. So for me, well, my suggestion is, you know, meet someone at a park and take a walk with them or go on a hike with them. Go to places where there are a lot of people. Obviously, you want to make it safe for the woman and make it safe for the man as well. But go out there and do something different to where you're moving around and you're interacting and you're engaging and you're doing something, you know, out of the ordinary that most people don't do. Allow yourself to stand out. Okay. And here's another reason why, you know, um, I like to do if I'm gonna meet somebody on a first meeting, meetup, date, whatever you want to call it. I don't even call it a date. I call it a meetup. Okay. The reason why I like to go out and do a hike or do a walk or something is because even if nothing else comes out of it, we both got something out of it. We got some good exercise. And you feel like you accomplished something and you didn't waste your time. Okay? A lot of times, if you go to a bunch of coffee meetings to meet people and see if you want to go on a second date with them, if it doesn't work out, you just wasted your time going into a busy downtown area trying to find parking. Sometimes you have to pay for parking, and then you may have to walk a few blocks, go into your Starbucks or Pete's Coffee or wherever you go to do these meetings, go in there, wait in a long line, and then you're meeting that person and waiting in the long line with them, and it just makes things really weird and awkward. Okay? Why would you want to put yourself in that situation? Okay? Why would you want to put yourself in that situation if you actually do something different, like a walk or a hike, you know, or something that allows you to further engage the person in a less noisy, less crowded environment? Now, granted, you want to be around other people because if you're a man, most women won't meet you if you're not in a public place and around a lot of people because they want to feel safe. Okay, they want to feel totally safe. But then at the same time, regardless of what you do, if you go into this first meeting and you have no expectations, okay, and you don't care about the outcome, you're not attached to the outcome. I've talked about this before, okay? When you're not attached to the outcome and you just go there and you show up and you be yourself, one of two things is going to happen. There's either going to be a connection and a second date will happen and you will see where it goes from there, or it just never was meant to be. But if you go there and you have expectations and you're coming off as hungry and coming off as, you know, desperate for this to work out, the other person's going to pick up on that, and it's just gonna automatically turn them off and repel them from wanting to get to know you further, even if they had an initial attraction for you. It'll automatically ruin it. So that's what I'm saying. When you care the least, results happen. Same thing when you go to apply for a job. I've kind of talked about this before. When you go to apply for a job and you have an interview, go in there not worried about the outcome of getting the job. What that's going to do is put you in a relaxed state. And the person interviewing you is going to notice that. If you are in a cool, calm, collective, and relaxed state, okay, regardless of how you answer the questions, now you should answer the questions as best as possible. But if you are in a relaxed state, regardless of how you answer the questions, the person interviewing you is going to pick up on that. And they're going to sense that you're just a cool, easygoing, down to earth guy or gal that's easy to get along with and easy to work with. And you're coachable and trainable. So again, even if you don't answer the questions as best as you could have in the interview, okay, you should try to answer them as best as possible. But even if you screw up on answering a few questions here and there, okay, or don't know the answer to them that they're asking you during the interview, if you're cool, calm, and collective, the person interviewing you is going to pick up on that, and they're going to be like, okay, this person is coachable, this person is trainable, this person's going to be easy to get along with. Okay, now we may have some, you know, other candidates that have interviewed with us that answer the questions better, but their attitudes are shitty and they're cocky, and we don't want that type of person in the environment. So, what I'm saying to you folks is that when you go into these situations in life, regardless of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, whether it's, in your personal life or professional life, if you go into these situations in a non-hungry state, you're indifferent of the outcome, okay? And when you care the least about the result you're trying to accomplish, when you don't overthink it, which is what I'm trying to say, you're going to come off in the most amazing positive way, and you're going to give yourself the best chance of naturally attracting that towards you and allowing it to gravitate towards you. And that's all I'm trying to say, okay? So you don't want to go into these interviews or dates, you know, uh, you know, with a large level of anxiety, okay? If you're someone that has anxiety disorder, or if you don't, but you sometimes feel large levels of anxiety, okay? You want to do whatever it takes to clear your mind before you go to that interview or before you go on that first meeting or first date, whatever you want to call it, okay? And there are many things that you can do. Like, look what I do. I take walks at the park every morning. And then if I get a chance, I do a second walk in the late afternoon, early evening. What does that do for me? It relaxes me, okay? And even though I don't have anxiety disorder, I have been through some stuff that has naturally been giving me some anxiety. So I want to subside that so I can go on with my day and think more clearly, not be as anxious, and just, be more relaxed, come off more relaxed, and feel more relaxed. So that way, that relaxed state that I'm in is overflowing and spewing over to whoever I'm dealing with. And that's all I'm saying there, folks. That's all I'm saying there. When you care the least, results will happen. Okay? This can also be true for, there are many guys and gals out there that have gone through a breakup, just like I've gone through. I've gone through many of them. But just for example purposes, okay? If you're somebody that's going through a breakup you were broken up with, and you wish you could have another chance with your ex, okay? The more that you think about it, the more that you care about it, the more that you try to reach out to them, or you try to get them back, the further it's going to push them away. If you just let them go, put them behind you, and turn it off, which is the hardest thing to do, trust me, and not care at all about it, the moment that you stop caring about that situation is the moment, in many cases, the other side will reach out to you and say, hey, I miss you, or hey, I've been thinking about you, and hey, I was wondering if you're open to talking. I know we haven't talked in a while, and I wanted to see if you wanted to get together and talk about what actually happened between us or whatever. So the moment that you stop thinking about it and not caring about it, when you care about it the least, that's when shit starts to happen. And in all honesty, that's happened to me my entire life. It's just really interesting that once you really truly let shit go, okay? Once you truly let shit go, things start coming back to you, and they start coming back to you tenfold. Okay? So that's what I'm saying there. That's what I'm trying to say. When you care the least, results happen. I'm not saying to go out there and not give a shit about people and not treat people with respect and not be a loving, caring, kind, and considerate person. Just don't overdo it. Don't put people on a pedestal. Don't kiss people's asses. Okay? Don't go out of your way to please people. It is okay to please people, but do it in a natural way. Okay? Do it in a natural way where it makes sense. Don't go out of your way to do any grand gestures or any crazy things just to please and appease people because that never works. That sets you back. Okay, it sets you back, makes the other side feel like you're a weird, strange person, and you know it makes you come off as a weak, needy, desperate, and insecure type of person. You don't want to come off that way. Okay, you don't want to come off that way. So I think that's enough said regarding that aspect. I know that was kind of all over the place, but today I'm just kind of like all over the place. I'm just really excited about what's happening with my coaching business, and that's why I also chose the second part of this topic here. Um, you know, focusing on accomplishing something, focusing on making something happen, focusing on accomplishing something, and making something out of yourself is going to make you feel better. Let me talk about that now. And so, in parentheses down below, I also put, focus on your mission and your purpose. So, basically, I had to cross the street there, and RCPD was coming by, and I think RCPD is watching. I think RCPD, Redwood City Police person, the police officer. I was about to say policeman, but we do have police women nowadays too, and I do respect them. I think that police officer's seen me before with my selfie stick. Yeah, I've lived here all my life in Redwood City, so I'm known here. I'm safe. So he just drove right by. um, but anyway, so focusing on making something happen is going to make you feel better, and that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on revamping my mission and my purpose. Now, it's been known in the past before women's lib happened, and I've been talking a lot about that lately. It's been known in the past that focusing on your mission and your purpose was a masculine trait. And I actually firmly believe that because of the fact that now women are in the workforce and women have been liberated, that it is also something that's become a feminine trait. Okay. So, both men and women, can focus on their mission and their purpose nowadays and make something out of themselves. Okay. You can make something out of yourself. You can create a career that involves you, doing something that you really enjoy, that helps other people, that helps better other people's lives, makes changes and a difference in other people's lives, and will also make you a good income stream. Probably even a better income stream than you're making at your day job or your corporate job. So, what I've been doing lately, okay, is revamping my coaching business that I wasn't even going to bring it back. I went through a bunch of stuff. I shut down my coaching business about 2.5 months ago. And then I thought to myself, you know what? This is what I really want to do. I've had enough time and space away from all the drama that it created. And I realized I can bring this business back now, but do it in the more professional way based on what I've learned. Stay away from the drama and focus on, you know, what its initial purpose was, which was to help people better navigate this modern world and have a better shot of accomplishing whatever it is they'd like to accomplish. Okay? So, what have I been doing that's been keeping me occupied and helping me feel better despite what I've been going through over the last 3 months? I've been going through a lot. Most of you know I've been going through a breakup, and I've had some other experiences over the past couple of years that, have been, it does get to me every now and then. Okay? But this business that I'm now revamping is keeping my mind occupied. It's making me feel like I have a purpose, like I have a mission, and it's making me work hard every day to rebuild it to the level I've always wanted it to be, even though initially it failed. Okay? So what have I done? I've revamped my home studio, rearranged some things. I've ordered some new items that are coming soon, and you know, I got a faster internet connection that was not available in my area in the past. And now this whole thing is coming together. Now I have all the tools that I know can make this business successful, that I know, will allow me to help other people, you know, um, get to where they want to get to, and it will allow me to help people see a difference in their lives. Okay. And it makes me feel good, knowing I'm going to be able to do that. But the process of setting it up also makes me feel good. I love to build things. I'm a builder. Like, I love setting up my in-home studio with the backdrop and then putting a desk in front of the backdrop, which I just did, um, and putting a nice microphone on the desk and getting a tripod set up with the webcam or the camera to record the videos or to stream the live streams. You know, I love the setup process. I love setting it up, and then once it's all set up, I'm going to be able to use all those tools to better help each and every one of you get to where you want to get to, which even further makes me feel good. Okay, so if you're, going through a bunch of things like I've been going through, and you've had those days where you wake up with a lot of anxiety and you think about things and you wish things could be different, and maybe you're feeling some depressed moments and stuff like that, there are things you can do to subside that and not only help you feel better, but also, you know, also help other people feel better at the same time. In my case, being a coach, I share my stories with people so they can relate to them. And that way they can compare, what I've been through and going through, you know, um, compared to what they've been going through. And I can share with you folks what my results have been based on what I've tried and what's worked and hasn't worked. And you can compare it to what you've tried, um, and whether it's worked out or not for you, you can compare it to what I've tried and what's worked and hasn't worked for me. And that will give you some more insight on how to better navigate, you know, any particular situation that you need help navigating through in this crazy modern world that we all live in today. Okay? Let's see, where are we at? We're at 34 minutes. I've already done one lap around the park here today. I don't know. For some reason today, I kind of feel like I'm all over the place in this video. I'm just kind of throwing this out there. I'm trying to put out videos each and every day. That's what my mission is going to be, to do at least one video each and every day, kind of like a daily vlog type of thing. Okay. But while I have you folks here for right now, because I think I've kind of drilled these topics in as much as possible. I've drilled them down as much as possible. And hopefully they made sense to you folks. Again, I kind of feel like I'm all over the place today. Um, I'm going to be more than likely um, doing some either nightly or maybe a couple, maybe two or three streams each week on Facebook. My main show, Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, is going to be, and I've been saying it's going to definitely be on Twitch TV, but it's going to be more than likely on Twitch TV. Again, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that. Okay, that's going to be the main show where I'm going to have, some guests on there and interviewing them and hearing their stories and, you know, um, sharing their experiences with my audience and learning from them and each other. But at the same time, um, for those of you that are connected with me on Facebook, and even if you're not connected with me on Facebook, these streams are going to be public. And I'm thinking that I'm kind of wondering if I can run them from my Facebook business page and that might get more traction, or run them from my timeline. I'll figure it out. But either way, I'll be doing, you know, a bunch of streams, most evenings starting very soon. Once I have my new home studio set, which is almost set, I'm just waiting to receive some items that I've ordered from Amazon, and then we're going to get it going. Because I want to engage you folks as often as possible. I want to be there for you every step of the way. Okay? I want to give you the daily walk in the morning, and then even give you another live stream at night. Okay? I want you folks to know that you have somebody here that genuinely cares about you and wants to help you navigate through any aspect of life that you may be struggling with. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how confident you are, how smart you are, or how much you think you already know about this modern world. Okay? I don't think that this modern world has settled enough yet to the point of where any one particular person knows it 100%. So we're all still learning together. This is a learning process, and I want to go on this journey with you folks every step of the way. And I want to help you folks. Okay? Now, I will be putting out my PayPal link, and I will be requesting donations if you get value um, out of my services, out of what I'm doing to help you folks. And if you feel you're getting value and you want to support the Coach Eli brand, you can donate any amount, that you feel, is equal to the value you're receiving. I would appreciate that. Or for those of you that need a little more hand holding, you'll be able to go to my website and, book a coaching session with me, either a live phone call or we can do email coaching. I honestly feel the live one-on-one phone coaching or Skype coaching is the best because we can go back and forth. But, if you prefer the email coaching initially because you're, a shyer type of person, then, that option would be there for you as well. So that's what I've been kind of working on there. That's what makes me feel good. This is what my mission and my purpose is. I've realized that this is my calling. This is what I've always wanted to do to help people. And even during my younger days, before I even knew a lot about this shit I'm talking about today, okay? I um I was always there for people. I was always a good listener, and I always gave advice to people in the most honest, ethical, and genuine ways. And I always, took their feelings into consideration. So when I started looking back a couple of weeks ago before I brought back the Coach Eli brand, I started thinking to myself, What is my real true purpose and passion? I thought it was technology. Now, more than likely, I'm still going to be getting back into the high tech industry or getting into the high tech industry. More than likely, it's not a guarantee. More than likely, I will be. But preferably, I'd like to do this full time. I realize that while technology is a big passion of mine, it's probably the second most thing I'm passionate about. The absolute thing I'm most passionate about is helping people navigate through this modern world. Is helping people understand relationship dynamics between men and women or between people in general, and is also helping people, you know, learn how to become a self-employed entrepreneur and make something out of themselves, so they don't have to be a corporate slave for the rest of their lives. I have all that experience, and that's what my real true calling and passion is, and that's why I'm doing this here. I want you folks to all realize that. That's what my purpose is. That's what makes me feel good about myself. And right now that I'm talking about this, it is subsiding my anxiety I was feeling earlier, because this is what makes me feel good. And this is what you need to do if you're feeling moments of anxiety based on going through something. Maybe you've gone through a breakup recently. Maybe, you had a death in your family. Maybe you lost your job and you're trying to find another job. Okay? And you're feeling those high levels of anxiety, and you're just feeling depressed, and you're just feeling like life sucks at the moment, right? When I feel like that, I do something like this. I go out here and record one of these videos and focus on what I truly enjoy. I first I figure out what I truly enjoy, which is helping people with the coaching, and then I go out there and do it. And once I start putting myself out there and doing it and doing what my purpose is, which is this, I start feeling better. I don't feel nearly as anxious right now as I was before I started recording this. Now, is it weird to feel anxiety? Am I weird for feeling that way? Does that make me um, less professional? Does that make me um, not confident or anything? No. It's completely normal. It happens to the best of us. Okay? And I'm here to help you realize that even many things out there that you would assume aren't normal are normal. I'm here to make you aware that it's okay to feel certain ways, and then there are certain things you can do to help you feel better. And I'm here to teach you those ways raw and on the fly in real time through my own personal experiences and through my own personal experiences and you know relating to my life. I've got nothing to hide. I'm being raw and real. There's no one out there doing this the way I'm doing it. There's no one out here on the internet that is going to be as transparent, straightforward, and honest and lead by example as I am. And that's what I have to offer you folks, and that's what I have to offer the world. Okay? So I think I said enough in this video here, and it was kind of all over the place. Just wanted to give you folks a happy Sunday video here. We're getting closer to the holidays, Thanksgiving and the holidays. And let me tell you, if you're going through a breakup recently, when you start to enter the holiday season, that's when it starts to get pretty hard, because you're used to spending your holidays with your significant other that's no longer around. I'll be doing some videos down the road on how to help you folks get through that, and how I'm going to get through that, and what I'm going to do and continue doing that I'm already doing. So stick around for that. There's a lot more coming from the Coach Eli brand. If you have a specific topic you'd like me to discuss, or if you have a situation you'd like to share with me, you can keep yourself confidential. I would love to respond to it in one of these future videos here. I'd love to help you out. I am willing to answer certain questions free of charge, and help certain people with their situations free of charge as long as I'm able to talk about it in a video, which will allow everyone to hear what's going on. Again, we can keep it anonymous. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you want to share your situation with me and allow me to dissect it for you, just either comment below in the description section or in the comment section, I mean. You can actually send me a private message on Facebook. You can send me a private message on my Facebook business page, Coach Eli, Uncompromising Business and Personal Relationship Coaching, or facebook.com/life coach Eli. Or you can email me at coacheli at coach@eliasmelas.com. Again, I'm in progress of getting all of that stuff situated on my website. I'm in progress of getting a new laptop hard drive. I'm in progress of making things easier for you folks. Right now, I'm just doing these videos raw, unedited, and on the fly with no fancy graphics or anything. The fancy graphics and the thumbnails and all that stuff will be back, which will display this information in an easier format for you to see and remember. Okay? So that's all coming soon. Let me come over here before I get hit. It's almost like I don't feel like ending this video here today. I just really don't want to end it. But I know if I just keep talking, it's not gonna make sense, and it'll start getting boring and stale. So anyway, as you can see, I'm not wearing my glasses today. There's no there's no sun right now. It's very overcast. All right, everyone. Let's wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one. This will be the only video I do today. Who knows? I may even do a test live stream later tonight, possibly on Facebook. Not quite sure. But if you don't hear from me later today, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Be good to each other.